Hello, what's good, and welcome to CSC Sports. I'm your host, Jay Howard, and congrats to the San Antonio Spurs for getting back to the NBA Finals. The question of the day about the Spurs is why the Spurs can win it all. And why they can win it all is because of resilience. That's right, they're a very resilient team, and the team is put together in the fundamental way that a basketball team should be put together. Shooting, defense, cohesion, savviness. They have every component that you need to put together a successful basketball team. Let's look at the San Antonio Spurs. When we look at the point guard position, they have Patty Mills, Tony Parker, and Corey Joseph. Tony Parker is arguably, and I've been saying this to people for a long time, the best point guard in the NBA. It's arguable that he's the best point guard because how people view Tony Parker's game. People say, well, Tony Parker don't dunk the ball. Tony Parker doesn't have a lot of flair. So Tony Parker can't be rated number one in the NBA because he don't have flair. He's not the cool point guard. When you look at Tony Parker's game, and if you've been watching basketball and following Tony Parker's career, you would know that Tony Parker does something that a lot of point guards in the league, even in league history, do not do well. Some do it well, but they don't do it as well as Tony Parker. Let's drive to the bucket and create their own shot. Tony Parker, out of all the point guards you name in the league, I'm talking about the Derrick Roses, the Chris Pauls, the Russell Westbrooks, none of those guys can finish like Tony Parker. Tony Parker can get to the rim. Tony Parker's ability to get to the rim is equivalent to having a center that dunks the ball every time he touches it. That's how much Tony Parker gets in the paint. And with having that keeps the San Antonio Spurs in any game. I don't care how much they're down by, to have a guy like Tony Parker that can get in there, slash to the rim, get the and one, to possibly just get the 2 points. It's going to keep them in the game. When I think about the two guard position, the San Antonio Spurs shoot the ball well. That's a shooting guard position. They shoot it well with Danny Green, Ginobili at times, and Gary Neal. Moving over to the small forward position with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is a flat-out dog. Defensively savvy. You understand what I'm saying? That man is a real dog. Flat out with it. He defends well, has a decent mid-range game, and his hustle is off the meter. And he's a good rebounder. We know Tim Duncan's arguably the best power forward left. Pretty much in the playoffs. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. He's in the finals now, so I don't know who's going to match up with him from the Miami Heat. I don't think Chris Bosh is a good matchup for Tim Duncan. I think that Tim Duncan is going to destroy him. And at the center position, the Spurs seem like they're a little weak with having Splitter, but I think by committee the Spurs get it done. With all those components, that's why I think the San Antonio Spurs can win it all. And with having Greg Popovich and a reason to win a fifth ring, with all the failures of winning 60 games 2 or 3 years in a row, winning 50 games for like 12 or 13 years in a row, the San Antonio Spurs are possibly going to win it all. I ain't mean to say win 60 2 or 3 years in a row, but they won 60 or 1 year and they went home. But the San Antonio Spurs look like they're about to do it, and I think they have every component. They have the bench depth, they have the coaching, they have the aspiration, they have the defense, they have the offense, they have the whole kit, the veterans, they have the young guys in Kawhi Leonard. I just think Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green, I just think that the San Antonio Spurs can win it all. I want to know what you think about the San Antonio Spurs possibly winning it all. I'm your boy Jay Howard from CSC Sports, and I'm out.